106 watts, 8 amps. That's pretty good with being 8 o'clock in the morning. And we are charging. Hey y'all, T-Ham141 here, and it is a happy day here on the homestead. Let me tell you, we are hooking up our new 1,000-watt solar panel system. Right now I've got two 500 watts hooked up. I just transferred the old PWM charge controller over to the MPPT brand new solar charge controller. Here's what I did. All right, y'all, I am not an electrician in any way, shape, nor form. Here is my old PWM solar charge controller, 12 volt, 24 volt auto. It has worked great for 4 years. I'm very happy with Renogy. Right now, here is the brand new MPPT charge controller. It comes highly recommended. Links in the description below to check it out on Amazon. It didn't break the bank. Okay, now what I want to tell you is how I did this. The very first thing I did was unhook the battery from the solar charge controller, from the old solar charge controller. You always unhook, just like on a car, y'all, always unhook the negative first. Then I taped that negative with good old-fashioned black tape, so it wasn't going to hit anything and make a connection and kill me. You're dealing with amps here. 1 amp can kill you. Okay, then I unhooked. I also made a note, because they're marked, see how it's marked SP? The one marked SP is negative. Then I unhooked the positive terminal and taped the end of that so it wasn't going to touch. Then I taped these two together so that I wasn't going to accidentally hook up the wrong thing. Okay, I took this cover off. It's very simple. Four little screws, took this cover off. Don't know if you can see up in there or not. But I hooked up the positive first. Okay, oh, I keep hitting buttons on this. I hooked up the positive first, just like on a car, and then the negative. Once the negative made a decent connection, I started getting a reading up here. Just a battery reading. Okay. Now, then I did, once it had said, it gave me a reading across here that it was a 12 volt sealed liquid battery, which is exactly what I have. I have 4 Walmart deep cycle batteries, just boat batteries, y'all, 12 volt, and they're hooked in parallel so that it stays 12 volt. Okay, eventually I might change that to a 24 volt system, but right now I can't because my inverter charger here is 12 volt. Now the batteries, they go through a fuse and all that, and they hook here, and I've got the power coming from the generator right here hooking in. Then this is my quick disconnect, y'all. To the kitchen, I unplug this. To the living room, I unplug this or this. This is feeding the power to my living room circuit. Okay? Okay. And this is a 12-volt inverter charger. When I start the generator, it automatically starts charging the battery. All right. Okay, so the next thing I did was I unhooked the negative again of the solar panel. Okay, first I did the battery. I unhooked the negative first, taped that all up with black tape. Don't know where it went now, there it is. With black tape so that it couldn't make a connection with anything else. Then I undid the positive, just like on a car, y'all. I undid the positive and black tape that. Okay. Then I hooked that. You got to hook your battery first. This is very important. You got to hook your battery first into your new charge controller. And just like on a car, you hook up the positive and then the negative. Okay, see that's marked negative battery. You hook up the positive and then the negative. Always. And you always hook the battery first so that the new charge controller has got to read that and say, oh, he's got a 24-volt system, or oh, he's got a 12-volt system, which is very, very important. Okay? So once that was done, then I transferred the solar panels over to the solar panel thing. I think you can see it up there. You got the battery and the solar panels. All right. Right now, getting 110 watts, y'all. That's a lot for a snowy day in April. It's been cloudy. This is what's coming in. I got 31 volts coming in from the solar panels, 8.6 amps. The battery right now is at 13.21 volts. This automatically was set to 12. It was set to lead acid batteries, which is what I have down below. Right now I have two 250 watt solar panels hooked up, but I got everything I need right here. I got to build a little bit of a rack. I got to build a little bit of a rack to hold the other two solar panels temporarily until the lumber comes in for my permanent rack that I'm building for the new solar panels. Alright y'all, T-Ham 141 here. I am out at my solar array. Now, this I have had hooked like this. My old panels are under there. I had two 100 watt panels and they have worked great. But now, until my lumber comes in to build the new rack that is going to be up off the ground and everything, this is set at 22 degree angle for the summer, and then I would take it up to a little more than 45 in the winter. Now you can see the sun. I want to be able to see this. The sun is right up there. South is right about there. Now if you'll notice, I am aimed, follow that center line, I am aimed right up there because this is where we get a lot of our sun. I might take down a couple of those trees, but we're going to be setting up the permanent on the other side of the garden over there. Let's see if I can see this. On the other side of the garden back there, there's that little hill. We're going to be setting it there, but I got to get those trees out of the way and stuff first because they're threatening it, and then it'll be able to get morning sun. And I'm probably going to set it at a 45 degree angle and probably just leave it. But for now, what I am going to do, or try to do, is to extend That is not going to be long enough. I want to extend this rack under here. I want to extend that out to hold the other two panels. And I'm going to end up having to grab me a 16-footer, I guess. But that's the plan. Hopefully it works. Here. Alright. Now I've got to run away. That gives me plenty, holy moly. Alright. Let's see here. Okay, I gotta move that. Can I actually... There. Oh, if I could do that with this one. Alright. Now, get that back there. Get that up there. Get up there. Now, this should be entertaining if nothing else. Oh, of course I found a knot. Now remember, this is temporary. Fat man don't move so good anymore, I guess. There. It's as solid as it was before. There. All right. Now, okay. That one like that. And that one like that. Move that bucket. I've got these connectors. Ooh, don't kill the mic. That should allow me to hook up all four of these at once. Now, let's see what we got. Okay. And you can't hook them up backwards. These are Tracy proof. All right. Okay, there's one hooked. Now I'm hooking these up in parallel. Okay. Now, these only hook one way, but I want them in order. What's... Oh, that broke off in there. So now's when we see if Tracy can get himself electrocuted. Just when they unhooked that, this piece here came off in there. There's a negative from that one, negative from that one. Now, see, can't hook them up backwards, which is a good thing. Negative and what? Oh, come on now, you. There. All right. And now we do the same with the positive. Boy, I wish they would have gave me a little more. And now the last one, of course, is going to want to. Okay. So, if this one is negative, then we want to hook this one first. Let's hook it into the house. Positive. And twist that. I want to be careful with it though. Negative. That's going to be replaced once my tool's in. Alright. Take that. Try to get all of these pushed up in there. Just because, you know what? Just so that a chicken doesn't get on that and decide to there we go. All right.
All right, let's see
So
what
did you
we
get
got.
all that?
4 250-watt panels on a cloudy day. Hey, 217, 216, 222. Well, you'd think it'd do more than that, but it is awful. Well, that looks bright to me outside, but it is cloudy, overcast. Got 1/100th of a kilowatt almost, or 9/100ths of a kilowatt we've done. I don't know. I am not going to mess with it. See, those are down there, and the sun is up behind us. So it'll be interesting to see what she gets. Well, it'll be interesting to see. All right, y'all. I'm not saying this is the right way to do it. I'm not saying this is the wrong way to do it. This is the way we did it. And that's the story I'm sticking to. We're pushing about 200 watts. And the sun, I'm going to be interested to see what the sun does, what we do this afternoon when we hit the peak solar noon. Like, subscribe, click the notification bell so that you get notified every time we come out with new content. Check out the merch and the links in the below. The links to everything I did today except maybe the solar panels are down below. Check out Handsteaders on Facebook. I post the content as early as I get it done, usually a day before. Well, it's been a couple hours before, but you get the content on Handsteaders on page on Facebook first. Eventually that's going to go to members only. But for now, hey, it's T-Hand 141 saying, charge it. God bless.